When I saved my ex from suicide, I didn't feel like a hero. There is no honor in making someone feel like dying and refusing to let them. I remember it like it was yesterday. You see, I've always been a light sleeper. So when I heard the constant knocks, I figured you were expecting friends. When I opened my eyes to see you hanging, I quickly realized that me and death were the only invited guests here, and there you hung. Your face, a blue sky without oxygen. Your body, an earthquake of convulsions tremoring, and I knew it was my faults that got you here. For 2 years, I've tried to write about my ex's attempt at suicide, and this is as far as I've gotten. This is when it becomes too hard, a knot in my throat. Too heavy, a burden to carry, too hard, a reality to relive for 2 years. I've tried to make this pain sound poetic, triggering myself back into trauma for the sake of writing a good piece, this poem. This poem has eaten me whole for years, and here I am, still trying to give you a piece of my brokenness. Do you know what it's like to watch a black man hang and have no lynch mob to point the finger to? No social injustice to blame, just some misconstrued perception of what love is. Why is it that poetry has a way of healing everyone but the person who writes it? Uses just enough literary devices that you overlook the cry for help, consider it a good concept. When a poet has an emotional breakdown on stage, is it really a release or a relapse? Because every time I revisit this poem, I can practically feel my lungs collapse, my eyes water, my heart palpitate. For 2 years, I have tried to find the words to say. There are days when I am more heartache than healing, more suffering than survivor, and I am tired of seeing people face their demons for the first time since the first time on a stage. I do not know why we romanticize this notion of poetic distress, how we have learned to suppress our anxiety without properly addressing our affliction, and how we have become so addicted to high scores that we are willing to sacrifice our sanity as if poetry can't be both therapeutic and the very reason to go seek therapy. I have learned that not all pain deserves this platform. And that is not to shame those who have survived and are willing to share, but to give an alternative to those who constantly feel the pressure to bleed and have no idea how to heal after reopening that wound. For 2 years, I've tried to roll back this tomb. I've tried to make a resurrection of the very thing that haunts me, hoping to make art of this anguish. You see, when I saved my ex from suicide, I didn't feel like a hero. There is no honor in making someone feel like dying and refusing to let them. I still remember it like it was yesterday. But today, I have chosen not to trigger myself back into trauma, into depression, and into grief for the sake of writing a good poem.